Do you ever feel a quiet ache of loneliness, even when surrounded by familiar faces, experiencing a deep disconnection in your relationships, or a profound longing to be truly seen? For the sensitive soul, you are leaving your heart yearning for a genuine embrace of belonging? Welcome to my vessel of light. If you're here, perhaps your spirit recognizes the silent burden of solitude amidst the constant hum of life. Or perhaps you've poured so much of your boundless energy into trying to fit in, only to find yourself losing touch with the gentle rhythm of your own authentic being. You're about to embark on a tender, timeless narrative, a story that gently unfolds the sacred truth that your deepest connections are not always found in external validation, but in the profound, luminous space within your own heart, reminding us that true belonging begins with the compassionate embrace of your unique self. This journey reveals how to transform the whispers of loneliness into a symphony of self-discovery, guiding you to find profound connection even in the quietest moments, uncovering the hidden harmony of your own inner world. Once upon a time, in a vibrant city that pulsed with the rhythm of countless lives intertwining, where laughter echoed from busy cafes and hurried footsteps painted a ceaseless tapestry of human interaction, there lived a woman named Clara. Clara was surrounded by a loving family, a wide circle of friends, and a demanding career that filled her days with constant meetings and vibrant collaborations. Her life, from an outsider's perspective, seemed to overflow with connections, a rich tapestry of relationships that should have brought boundless joy and an unshakable sense of belonging. Yet, beneath the surface of her bustling existence, a persistent, quiet ache lingered within her heart, a subtle tremor of profound loneliness that defied explanation. A feeling that no matter how many people surrounded her, no matter how many conversations she shared, she remained in some fundamental way utterly alone. She found herself drifting through gatherings, her smile bright, her words engaged, yet her spirit felt like a distant observer separated by an invisible veil from the genuine connection she so desperately craved, a haunting echo in the vast silence of her soul. This gnawing feeling, this profound sense of being unseen, untouched in the deepest chambers of her being, became a silent burden, a secret she carried with a heavy heart leaving, her weary and her spirit yearning for a space where she could be truly authentically known even in her unspoken truths. One particularly crisp autumn evening, as the city lights began to twinkle like scattered diamonds against the velvet canvas of the night sky, Clara found herself walking home from a lively dinner with friends, her mind replaying snippets of conversations, her heart feeling an emptiness despite the recent laughter. She noticed a street performer, a lone violinist, his music weaving a melancholic melody that seemed to capture the very essence of her unspoken longing, his instruments singing tales of solitude and yearning. Drawn by the haunting beauty of the music, Clara paused, allowing the notes to wash over her, a rare moment of stillness in her otherwise hurried life. And as the last note faded into the cool night air, a profound sense of recognition settled within her. The violinist, though surrounded by passers-by, was utterly lost in his own creation, connected only to his music, a poignant image that mirrored her own deep-seated feeling of disconnection. This subtle realization was the first fragile thread of a profound shift, a gentle awakening to a truth she had long overlooked. Perhaps the disconnection she felt wasn't solely external, but also resided within, a quiet yearning to connect more deeply with her own self, a profound longing for her own embrace. The emotional turning point, the profound inner shift that began to unfold within Clara, came not with a grand external event, but with a series of quiet, almost imperceptible whispers from her own weary soul. Inspired by the violinist's solitary communion with his art, Clara found herself drawn to a small hidden park in the heart of the bustling city. A sanctuary of ancient trees and quiet benches, a place where the city's ceaseless hum seemed to fade into a gentle murmur. She began to visit this park every day, not to meet anyone, not to engage in conversation, but simply to sit in profound silence, to truly observe, to simply be present with herself. At first, the silence felt deafening, amplifying the anxious chatter of her mind, the relentless stream of worries and to-do lists, making her feel even more acutely aware of her own perceived solitude. But with each passing day, with each deliberate act of presence, something subtle yet profound began to shift. She started to notice the delicate dance of sunlight filtering through the leaves, the intricate patterns of bark on the ancient trees, the quiet determination of a single wild daisy pushing through concrete cracks. She began to hear the gentle whispers of her own breath, the steady rhythm of her own heart, sounds she had long ignored in the relentless pursuit of external connection and achievement. There were no marks, no trophies, no applause for these quiet moments, no external validation for simply sitting. Yet she felt something she hadn't truly experienced in a painfully long time, a profound and quiet sense of peace, a tranquility that emanated from within, untouched by the expectations of others. This wasn't about finding a new friend or fixing a relationship. It was about rediscovering her own inner sanctuary, about finally giving herself the space to be truly seen by herself. One soft evening, as the moon cast its gentle glow upon the park, Clara sat on her usual bench, a deep sense of calm enveloping her. She realized with a profound clarity that the intense loneliness she had carried wasn't about a lack of people in her life, but about a disconnection from her own authentic self, a fear of truly being alone with her thoughts. She understood with a profound sense of liberation that the crowd around her, both literal and metaphorical, had inadvertently become a shield, a constant distraction from the deeper work of self-connection, a way to avoid the quiet discomfort of true solitude. This realization was not about rejecting others, but about reclaiming her own inner space, recognizing that genuine connection with the world could only truly blossom from a place of profound connection with herself. Clara began her tender journey of self-discovery not by seeking new friendships, but by nurturing her own inner garden. She allowed herself moments of quiet introspection, listening to the echoes of her soul, acknowledging her fears, her longings, her unspoken truths, without judgment. She started a small journal not to list achievements, but to record the subtle shifts of her heart, the quiet revelations of her inner landscape, turning inward to find her truest voice. She found joy in solitary walks and the simple act of brewing a cup of tea and savoring its warmth. In reading books that spoke to her soul, embracing these moments not as loneliness, but as sacred solitude moments where her spirit could finally breathe. This new daily ritual, this profound connection with her authentic self, brought with it an unparalleled sense of inner peace, a quiet joy that resonated deep within her being. It wasn't about finding a tribe outside, but about cultivating a deep, loving relationship with the only constant presence in her life, herself. As she nurtured this inner connection, something remarkable began to happen in her external relationships too. She found herself listening more deeply, speaking with more authenticity. in choosing connections that truly nourished her soul, rather than simply filling a void. She radiated a quiet confidence and inner serenity that drew others to her not because she needed them, but because her presence offered a genuine sense of calm and truth, creating deeper, more meaningful bonds with those who truly saw her. Her life became a living testament to the truth that profound connection with others can only truly flourish when we first cultivate a deep, compassionate connection with our own being, reminding all who knew her that solitude, when embraced, becomes a powerful crucible for self-discovery and a beacon for genuine connection. And today, this light, the gentle glow of self-connection and profound belonging, belongs to you. Your existence doesn't need external validation to feel its immeasurable worth. Your heart doesn't need constant external noise to find its profound peace. You are a masterpiece, intricately woven, gracefully unfolding with every breath, every moment of self-discovery, every quiet realization. Embrace your tenderness, honor your yearning for connection, and remember that within you lies an infinite wellspring of grace, waiting patiently to nourish your own soul. You are enough, just as you are, a radiant vessel of light, destined to bloom beautifully, piece by gentle piece, in your own perfect, sacred time, radiating a connection that begins from within. If this story touched your heart, if you found a quiet echo of your own journey within this profound tale of self-connection and belonging, please consider giving this video a like, as it helps us reach more beautiful souls who need this message. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear which part of this story resonated most deeply with you, or perhaps share a moment when embracing solitude brought you unexpected peace, for your wisdom enriches our collective vessel. And if you seek a gentle refuge, a space where understanding blossoms and weariness find solace, come rest with us and subscribe to my vessel of light, allowing our shared journey to continue illuminating paths of hope and healing, whispering strength into every sensitive heart.